Hello everyone, this is Caroline Jensen, a Sony Artisan of Imagery and instructor and mentor at Click Photo School. Today I wanted to show you some fun things I discovered in the Lightroom CC program. I took some pictures of little blue flowers that were out next to my recycling bins today, and I was experimenting with different ways of editing them. Now, the new Lightroom CC has some pretty fun color presets, so I want to show you how I went from this straight out of the camera to more of a pastel, bright and airy look, or this blue light and airy look. The things that I did to it were I used presets, but I also adjusted the hue of the greens because the greens were very yellow, and I made them a little bit more pastel, minty color. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to do with this image is to zero it out, make sure that I'm into the original. So I go to the little three dots here and go revert to original. This is the beginning point. It's nice and sharp and in focus. I was using the 90mm macro from Sony on the A7 III. To edit this image, I wanted to go right down to, well actually I'm going to go up to the light panel, which correlates to the basic panel in the Lightroom Classic program. I'm going to hit the auto button to have a look and see what it does. And the auto button has been quite surprising for me. I never used that on any other program before, but it generally looks pretty good on this one. So I'm going to leave it as it is right here and go down to presets. They give you a lot of different options, and the ones that I like to play with today were aged photo, and there was one here that was red lift matte. That was another one that was kind of fun. So I'm going to use the aged photo preset, and we're going to customize it, because in the end, knowing how to customize things and knowing how to change things is what is really important. It's great to use presets, it's great to edit by hand, but having problems that you can solve intuitively is really the goal with photo processing, and that's what I teach in my class, in my online workshop, Communicating with Color and Light. It's how to take control of all the little details, whether it is a preset or from scratch. So what we're going to do here is up the exposure. I'm going to go down to the color panel here and possibly increase the vibrance. Now I like what it's done to the pinks, but the greens are very yellow and I don't find that attractive. So I'm going to actually increase the exposure a little bit more. And then to adjust the color of the greens, we're going to go down to the color panel and keep scrolling to the color mixer. Green is primarily yellow, but it also has a little bit of green, so we're going to try both. We're going to start with the green slider, and we're going to move the hue way over to a very garish, almost Lucky Charms kind of color green. And then we're going to lower the saturation a lot. And as you see, that has shifted it from being rather sickeningly yellow color to a little bit more vibrant, but without the intensity by lowering that saturation. We can also adjust other colors. We can go in here to the yellow and adjust the hue on that, and we see that it does affect this as well. Not as much in this case, but we can definitely use this to adjust the hue a little bit. If it's getting a little bit too bright or garish, we can do that. So the other option, let's see how close we are. Okay, let me make this a little bit brighter. And if you want to add some haze to it, this is one of my favorite things to soften things. Let's grab a brush tool, double click on things to reset it, and I'm going to go to dehaze, lower that a little bit, have a nice big brush. I'm using my bracket keys to increase the size, and I can paint on a little bit of softness. You can always adjust after. This makes it more so, less so by moving the slider, and then I can put it away. And this makes just a happy little thing. And to show you the before, let me show you the before. This is the patch. The garbage recycling is actually sitting right here next to the road. There's a tree and some little blue flowers scattered that the bees were having fun with. And that is what I was shooting today. So I can go from the blue color that was original, or I can go pretty dramatic by changing the color through Lightroom CC. It's really fun. You don't have to go this dramatic. You don't have to change it, of course, but it's fun to play. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.